How's it going, guys? Today we'll be doing a build with the Coil Master 3.0, also with some Cotton Bacon 2.0 cotton bacon bits. We got the Sharon 218 watt by Smont with the Goon 1.5 sitting on top. Time to rewick this real quick. Alright, so first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab your build block and then the exact diameter that you're going to want to use. So today I'll be using the 3.5. We'll be using a little coil jig tool right here. So what you want to do is just grab your 3.5 bit right in here, unscrew this part, and put this right here, screw this all the way down, then you're ready to go. So you're going to grab your wire. Right now I'm using 22 gauge A1 Canthal that I picked up here at Urge. So about this long is going to be just enough for your 2 coils. So you're going to put it through this slit right here, slit on the top, run it all the way through. You're going to go put the first one. Then you're going to grab your 3.5, since we are using the 3.5 bit. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to be 5 right there. What you're going to want to do then is grab this little end right here, clip this off. That allows for almost the exact amount of lead space that you should have from your deck to your coil. So you're going to see the other end. We're going to cut that off as well. Right there. Now we're going to repeat the process, just do our second coil. Remember, we did a 5 wraps to start with, so we're going to do 5 wraps on this one as well. We're going to do that first wrap, first half a wrap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. So then you're going to pre-bend just a little bit. While you still have them on here, just make sure to straighten out your leads. Just a little bit. Alright, so now that we have our 2 coils, we're going to be installing them in the Goon 1.5 right here. I really like this clamp system. They made it a little bit different than the older version, just with the air slids and stuff like that. I feel that it does do a good job at tightening down the screws. Also, they did add hexagon screws on the Goon 1.5. Alright, so right here, you're going to just want to cut that extra amount of lead. Just fit them in there to try to see exactly how far you want to be from the deck. So that's usually about as far as I like going. I'm going to take that coil out, put it on the same bit, straighten it out a little bit, size it up to the next one, and just cut the other one to around the same size. And this just allows for it to be more on point when it comes down to installing and having them heat up and turn on together. So you don't have to worry about one having more lead space than the other. And always watch out with your eyes. It is not a joke. Just want to pick your deck up a little bit. Makes it easier for me. Just install one, hold it like this, and just have the other one ready to install. There. So once you have both of them installed, screw it down a little bit just to grab it. Just enough to present the wire to the clamp so it's not moving around so much. Then what I tend to do is I grab this, I take out my 3.5 bit, just so I can work the coil a little bit easier without having the whole grip to it. So right now all I'm going to do is going to straighten out the coils. So the fact that I didn't screw them down all the way actually helps me out because it leaves them that much more lead space just so I can play around with them. Straighten down, straighten down, then you just put them down in the center. You want to make them as parallel to each other as possible so that they do heat up and turn off together. Alright, so make sure that none of your leads on the inside or from one side are touching the other side because that'll make for a short on these coils. So all you want to do is just grab your leads, whatever little bit of it is sticking out. I usually just grab a flathead and just poke them out of the way. Just make sure all your screws are tight. Then I'm going to grab your ceramic tweezers. And ceramic is really for so you don't have a short because ceramic won't pass any type of electricity through them. So just going to squeeze. And all those tips, they'll allow for your coils that once you're installed, you don't have to really work them that much because you did them that even from the start. So they're really going to just require a little bit of working. So you want to just make sure that they turn all the way off completely together and turn on all the way together. And we're going to be wicking with some cotton bacon bits. So what I like about cotton bacon is that the break-in time is really good on it. The flavor is always on point. The cotton tends to last a while and then I can just grab exactly how much I need. So right now I'm just gauging that this is a 3.5, so it's going to be around right here. So I'm literally just going to grab this, just pull out. I'm going to twist one end. I'll swing it through, just right there. What I always tend to do as well is I touch the outside of the deck and give it like a nice little taper. Do the same to the other side. So and again, you're just going to touch that deck just a little bit. That helps you gauge as well like how much cotton should be in it. You don't want too much cotton in it so that it's like flowing under the coil. You want to allow for your coil to actually have a good surface area to breathe. So we're just going to use the flathead. I usually use the flathead just to poke it down in. It's just an easy tool for me. Just going to poke it in, push it to the side so it's not under the coil. It's laying exactly where it should be. So just like that, you don't want to allow any cotton to be right here down in the center. You want all the surface area of the coil to actually be able to turn on, turn off without actually touching cotton like that. The only thing that should really be touching cotton is the actual inside of the coil. Anything else should just act like a reservoir, you know, and also just to pick up any type of juice that's left on the deck. So that's why you don't ever want too much cotton because then that'll give you burn hits or just not a pleasant vape. So today we'll be dripping Yogi strawberry banana granola bar. This is one of my favorite all-time go-to flavors. So we're just gonna prime each coil just a little bit. I get the cotton on the outside and the coil on the inside, and I just switch on. That's what I'm saying. Cotton bacon has very little break-in time. So it literally absorbs juice pretty damn well. And you're just gonna want it right there. Then I press it just a little bit, just to allow for the cotton to like heat up and absorb the juice a little bit more. And that is a build on the Goon 1.5. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was Carlos with Urge Smoke Shop. Anytime you guys have any questions, just stop by at Urge Smoke Shop. Check us out on YouTube, Instagram, and Snapchat at Urge Smoke Shop. Y'all have a good day.